morning, great gardeners. We're back here at your creation station at Wilson's Garden Center. And I want to talk a little bit about your houseplant care for right now. We got about 6 weeks till October 1st, believe it or not, and it's the time you need to think about maybe start bringing your houseplants in, maybe you want to transplant them, and we'll talk a little bit about some bug control. So, to start out with transplanting, we've just been grown in a plain old grower pot. I think we need to put it into a nice ceramic pot. And I always like to start out with a little bit of gravel into the bottom of the pot. This helps a little bit with drainage. The roots don't sit in that soil. And then we need a good potting soil, which has the little white perlite in it and some peat. It's pre-mixed. We use the Wilson's mix, of course. And when you transplant, you only want to go up like about one size bigger on your from pot to pot, so there's not too much soil and not enough root, so you don't get a root rot. And we're just going to pull it out. We're not going to be as aggressive as we were with the annuals. We just want to do a real light pinch on these and maybe loosen a little bit around the top. We just need a little bit more soil in there. I think that would be good. And then just pop that out and just fill her up with soil. And I'll finish that later, but that's basically the look you're going to get, you know, growing from that to that. Makes it look really nice. Plus this is a really pretty pot. Okay, that's it, like in, you know, our nice good ceramic pots. You can also go into clay, which is real nice to grow in. And again, put a little bit of gravel in the bottom. This is a 4-inch pot. We're going up one size. That's probably way too much soil. With the 3-inch, and this you could be a little more aggressive with the airplane plant or the spider plant. Loosen that up, leave a couple of those big main roots on there. Just put in there and then, you know, finish off again with your soil. Nice drainage hole. Now this one here, this is our ivy. This is into a 4. I'm going to just put it into a 6-inch grower pot. I'm going to add a little bit of our gravel again. Our good potting soil. You can make your little indent there, hole for that. And this you can, you know, not as aggressive as we were before, but you can mix it up a little bit, rip it up a little bit here. And we pop that down in there. And you don't want to look at that grower pot. We always have the real nice jardiniers or pot covers. Just plain old green pot. Pop it down in there and you got a beautiful ceramic pot. Now for your bug control, since you're outside 6 weeks, this is a houseplant insect control. It's called a drench. It's a powder. You would mix the powder into the soil, mix it in, and then you need to take a watering can and water it in real good so that drenches all through the soil. And then the plant, you know, sucks that up into itself, and anything sucking or chewing on the plant is going to be killed. And it does have a little bit of odor to it. That's why I like to do it outside like now, and by the time you're ready to bring them in, you should be good to go on that. For a contact kill, I like the Dr. Earth. A lot of people call in, they have fungus gnats on their plants. You can spray this directly on the soil, or if you have, you know, bugs or anything, if you feel anything sticky on the leaves, that's a honeydew, you know you have bugs then. It needs to be sprayed to the point of runoff, which is easy to do because you're still outside. And, well, it's safe for inside or out. And then the last thing is fertilizer. The Bonide plant food, just 7 drops to a quart of water, and this is, you know, usually everybody's size of their water can, every time you water. And if you only like to fertilize twice a week or twice a month, just do 14 drops and don't do it, you know, in between that. Other than that, I think we're good to go for this week, and if you have any questions, just send them over to Wilson's at our Facebook page. Thank you. And always, if you don't want to mess with transplanting your house plants at home, you can always come into the creation station. You make the mess, I get to clean it up.